How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and if you can't tell by my face, I'm excited as hell. So, in order for me to explain exactly why I'm so excited, let me rewind the clock a little bit. Back a few months, I was clued in to a YouTube channel called B is for Build. Now, B is for Build is led by a guy named Chris, and he does a lot of DIY car stuff. He does a lot of builds. He does a lot of taking a crashed car and then building it into something sort of spectacular. And I got in on it when he was doing a Lotus Evora, which was rolled over and salvage titled, and he made this into basically like a GT4 replica, and it was really cool. He did all the body work himself, he did all the paint himself, he did all the mechanical work himself, and that car looked fantastic. I like this so much that I did a Jalopnik article on it, and it got some pretty good views. I emailed Chris and we got to talking, and we realized that we have a lot of the same interests. We like car modding and working with our hands, and also doing this YouTube thing. So I got up the gumption to ask him, why don't we do a cheap car challenge? I've always wanted to do one, and he seems like the type of guy who would love to do it, and he accepted. He accepted. This is beyond my, I'm beyond ecstatic right now. I can't even find the words to tell you how excited I am right now, but let me try to get out all the details before I go nuts. So this challenge from today is gonna be right around a month from now. That's when we're gonna start having the first episodes of this. This is gonna include a build up to and including the challenge. So the rules are as follows. $1,500 for a car. It can't be front wheel drive or all wheel drive. That's right, it has to be rear wheel drive. Now, the rear wheel drive component is an interesting one because as anybody that has seen eBay or Craigslist or Auto Trader, it's really hard to find a rear wheel drive car for under, let's say, $3 grand that actually runs, doesn't have an automatic transmission that is about to explode, hasn't been on the wrong side of a tree. It's actually quite difficult to find something in running and driving condition. But I found one. Now, I did find a car on eBay, but Chris didn't really have that same luxury because this challenge is interesting. This is gonna be a Craigslist versus Copart challenge. Now, Chris is sponsored by Copart. He uses Copart a lot. Copart, of course, is the company that takes these salvage cars and cars that need mechanical attention, and they auction them off to the highest bidder. Sometimes you need a broker, and it's more of like a junkyard type thing. But he gets a lot of cars from there. He gets a lot of salvage cars, and that's his thing. Me, I'm not too into Copart. I'm not into the salvage titles and the it's only a little bit of damage. I'm more into the Craigslist used car, sort of eBay type thing. So that's where I started. I found a car on eBay. It was also on Craigslist, so that's within the theme. I have found a car, but I'm not letting you know what it is. That's gonna come in a future video. But be super excited because, yeah, I definitely am. So the idea is that we're gonna meet up in LA, and we're gonna have a series of challenges, and at the end of the challenge, we have to sell the car. So we can't do anything that outright destroys the value of the car, but we can't make it so it's not gonna be competitive. So there has to be like a sweet spot. I'm not sure what the challenges are just yet. That's gonna come in a future video when me and Chris can hash out some of the details, but it might be a roadkill style thing. It might be a more formal thing where we go to a drag strip or a dyno run. We don't know yet, but all I know is it's gonna be great. Look forward to it in a month, and I can't wait to test my mechanical prowess against somebody else who has been brought up in the school of hard knocks, hasn't had a formal education in being a backyard mechanic or a front yard mechanic or garage mechanic like I have. I know a few of you are wondering where I'm gonna go. Am I gonna drive this car across the country? Since Chris is actually within driving distance of LA, since he's in Oregon, I believe. I'm in Florida right now, as you can see while I lift in my Aston Martin. I'm at home, and LA is about 2,300 miles away, give or take. What I did is I actually bought a car in Phoenix. It's being stashed at a friend's house. I'm flying to Phoenix, wrenching on the car there, then driving to LA, that's when we do the challenge, and that's how it's gonna be. I know Chris has the home field advantage just because he can actually drive his car and work on it in his shop and do all that. But I think that I'm sort of evening the odds by buying a car that much closer to the venue. As with any competition, we have support. So if you want to support me, and I hope you do, I hope my viewers do, my loyal subscribers, you can go on Twitter and type in hashtag Team Tavarish. If you don't want to support me and you think Chris is gonna do a better job, then I can't blame you for that. But you can go to Twitter and type in hashtag Team B is for Build. Now, I'm not sure what the challenge is going to be called. It might be called C is for Challenge. It might be called Tavarish versus B is for Build versus the world. Who knows? All I know is that's going to come up in a future video. He's going to do a reveal of his car, maybe coming up in the next week or so. I don't want to put words in his mouth. I don't know what his schedule is like, but I'm gonna have the same sort of time frame, and then right about in a month, that's when we're gonna start putting all the build videos leading up to the whole challenge. And another good thing about that is that we're gonna have two different versions. So you're gonna have on his channel his editing style and his sort of format and all of that. And on my channel, you're gonna have the same challenge, but you're gonna have my editing style and my format. And you guys can enjoy that, and you guys can enjoy that over there. It's gonna be good. But I'm done rambling. It is very hot. It's like 96 degrees and it's pitch black outside. That's how hot it is right now in April in Florida. But I am done rambling. I have lots of traveling to do. You guys will see all of that. I have a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. So as always, thumbs down if you didn't like the video, but thumbs up if you did. And I hope you hit that thumbs up button because I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be giving you this message. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff I want you to do. Notification squad, get your game up. Stay tuned because next time that's